because I ain't done grinding yet. For those of you on YouTube, hello and welcome. For those of you who are here on the stream, glad you're still here. Make sure the stream still looks okay. Yeah, still looks okay. Ooh, I got a notification. Let me check that, and then we'll get right back to this. Okay, that did not matter in the least. Let's do it. Let's go. America. We actually got 2 hits from the bow? I've never seen that happen before. That's like miraculous. Usually the bow stops at the first enemy it runs into, but I guess if they're bunched that close, why not? I shot an arrow in the air. Where it landed, I did not care. Except I totally do care because I wanted to kill this mushroom right there. Who travels in this world? Like, think about it. You're like trying to go visit your friend one town over, right? Hey Samantha, you want to come visit me on the 27th so we can have tea and cakes? Oh, sure. And then you get out here, and you're just a person. And there are terrifying world-ending monsters literally everywhere you go. Exactly. How are we doing? Almost done. Wow. This is way faster weapon grinding than the other place was. The other place was great for actual XP, though. Maybe we'll go to the Great Forest and level up there. That's a cool looking area. I remember as a kid seeing the different season areas and thinking that was pretty amazing. Just a little terrifying too. Like the safe kind of terrifying. So 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5. Okay, work on the axe. The axe ought to do bonus damage against plant enemies. You know what, I got this in the whip. Let's go to the witch's place. It's just right up here. Whoop whoop! Spooky witch place, man. ladies. That's already done. Okay. Oh, right. That's the seal that opens something up so that we can proceed. I remember now. What a shame. We'll have to defeat more villains and get more weapon XP. Isn't that terrible? But we can't cut the mushrooms down. What a shame. Prim, 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 prim. Work on the sword. She suddenly teleported to me, that's nice. Oh, this side goes back out to Guy's navel. Ha! We didn't even make it to the witch's castle. Oh well. There's a couple sticky flowers up here we're gonna kill.
There.
Alright, let's see. We've been all over the stuff down here. Oh, that's kind of crazy. I never realized this whole area here was sunken before. I thought it was just this. Oh, that's why there's the Great Falls, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Something up here I can land at? Forest of Season, that's where I want to go. And Matango's up here? Yeah, okay. Let's land in the Great Forest. We'll beat stuff up here for a little bit. Assuming I find some stuff to beat up. There we go. Thank you for hitting him. Oh, sadly the enemies here are already taking multiple hits to fight. It doesn't feel like they should. Like, this isn't that much further than the previous area. Area? Yeah, having to hit multiple times is really, kind of bumming me out. I guess let's go back. So see, I think you told me, Mr. Shamalingam, that you got to like the tiger boss, and that's what stopped you. That means you made it through the witch's forest, and that was about it. And I think that makes sense, because that's like the first time the game's actually kind of hard. Just got one more level to go. Okay, we're good. Done with the axe. Hold on. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Okay, well, we'll just take that over and work on the pylon. And we're going to have to come back and level up these other things anyway. So it's not a big deal. I would just like to get one character done so I can swap characters and use the other ones to do what I'm doing here with all this grinding and attacking. Wow, we cannot hit him. There we go. And that fight against the witch's tiger is also like the first time in the game where it's just like you just have to spam magic and hope you win. Like, that is literally the path to victory. Whereas the other enemies you fight, like all these things, you just take them out with your regular weapon. But after that point, with the tiger, you get into a boss fight. You had better be spamming magic the whole time. Because otherwise, the boss is probably going to win the fight. Ah, we whipped the bee. Right in his face. He came lunging in, and he ate the whip. That was so good. Speaking of FFRPG, the Matengo, the little mushroom people, not these ones because these are bad guys, but the ones that are actually city. That used to be a race in the game. We used to have mushroom people. That's probably gone by the time you were around. Goes to level 6. Alright, goes to level 6. And they were going to get rid of cat people. But, you know, Final Fantasy XI had come out at that point, so they didn't. not too late to whip it. I've said that like a million times in this game. Whip it good. That little rabbi thought he was gonna get me, man. You go, girls. Yeah, dodge this. I love the sprite, man. She is just fun. She is fun. She's having fun. Like, it's hard not to love it. It's hard not to love it. There we go. Rabbi? Oh, where's the rabbi? I thought there was a rabbi that came bouncing along there. I guess not. Okay, 5, 4, 5, 5. Oh, 4? Okay. You need to work on the bow and that stuff. Alright. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. I'm going to have to read that in a very dramatic voice here in a moment. When your job description is make things that hurt you die by calling on a metaphysical phenomenon, you can't help but find a few reasons to laugh, as everything pleads for the sweet mercy of a swift death, as they writhe in the flaming inferno of your dark, magical wrath. Hey, Randy is done. Let's give Randy the halberd. Switch characters. Oh! Ouch, Mushboom. That looks like that hurt. think I'm going to turn off Steam notifications from when people I know are playing games, because it's never useful. And it keeps you can't see it because I'm just capturing the game window here. But it pops up in the corner of my screen, and I'm just like, why? Prim, sword level 5, nice. So Prim's done with that. So we got the pylum done. So we need the bow, and you're working on the boomerang. Okay, this all looks good. This all looks good. I'll tell you though, one thing Steam does really well with friends is the whole invite to games functionality. The fact that that just works. It's probably just some library that a dev has to import. That's amazingly good. That's the best. And I like it. We'll loop around this area, as we've been doing on occasion. Oh, can I hit him from up here? Nope, okay. That was worth a try. There you go, buddy. Why did I do 85 the second time and not the first time I hit him? Come on, game. Work with me here. I wish I was getting more regular XP. But, you know, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? No doubt. I hate random damage anymore. Except for if the person chooses to use it. Or, like, chooses stuff that gives them randomized damage. I think it should all be very predictable. If I were to ever design game mechanics again, it would be predictable. Less dice rolling, less expectation. You can plan things a little better. Yeah, I think that 20% I think is still a little bigger than I'd like, but that's at least sane, you know? That allows for some variation, like, yes, you hit him square on the chest, or you hit a glancing blow, that kind of stuff. Aside from crits, yeah, crits are special. I'm not even sure I would let everybody crit. That was something that City Heroes did that was pretty interesting, is only scrappers with an asterisk mark got to crit. And I thought that added a interesting little thing. You could depend. Everybody else's damage was like perfectly regular and stuff. But Scrappers, boy, they land a crit with their big hit, and they've just wrecked some boss, you know? And of course, other classes kind of had ways to boost their damage in similar fashion to what Scrappers did, but it's not quite the same. Maybe once they added villains, you could say Scrappers needed crits. But when all you had was the 5 hero archetypes to work with, Scrappers didn't really need them. I mean, a good Scrapper, even without crits, I think would outdamage a lot of blasters. Especially under old school Defiance rules, where your damage scaled up as you took damage for a blaster. Five, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4. Okay, good. That's what we want. New Defiance, though, made that situation very different. Very, very different. I don't know, I'd go so far as to say New Defiance made sense. Old Defiance, like, I understand what they were going for, you know. The, like, Iron Man, he's beaten up, his armor's half fallen off, and he can, like, power up and put everything he's got into one last shot. The problem is, the mechanics of the game don't support that, or didn't support that, I guess I should say. Because you were just as likely to end up dead instantly as you were to be able to kill whatever you were fighting. And even then, the damage boost wasn't significant enough to run around at low HP. They made some really questionable design decisions over the years. Very few as questionable as Peacebringers and Warshades, man. Both of those are completely useless and totally OP at the same time. It makes no sense at all. Dude, no, you don't understand, man. My Warshade, as long as I didn't play MF'n Warshade, oh, because I didn't like Triforming, but my human form Warshade ran around with maxed resists, could heal the full HP as long as there was a corpse on the ground, and was a whirling, stunning death machine that just killed everything near it. My Peacebringer was permanent light form. I could be at like 10% HP. The HP crash, that's supposed to be a penalty, would heal me back to 50% HP. And in perma-light form, I ran around with capped resistance to, I think, everything in the game at all times. Like, they were super tanky, absolutely brutal killing machines. Granted, the damage was always kind of lackluster. And I played both of them, quote, wrong, because they were human form only. I never got the hang of triforming, or even dual forming. But boy, I will tell you, running around Peregrine Island and not being able to get a tank, and finding out there's a War Shade or a Peacebringer, oh, that was so good. They just pop into Dwarf, now they're tanky. You got a tank. They come with an innate taunt. It's everything you could want. I always appreciated that. Being able to have a pocket tank, or however you want to phrase that. Of course, running around Peregrine Island, I'm talking like issue 7. That was like 10 years ago. Oh my god. That was a long time ago. Maybe longer than 10 years. Maybe like 12 now. PBs and War Shades could be very useful. To some extent, you're right. They were for people that couldn't decide, like especially early on, before people understood how to make them crazy. It was just kind of like, yeah, you can get a character that does a little of everything, and it's not good at any of it. But after the invention system, that all changed. Everything changed, man. Inventions completely changed everything about the game. For the better, in my opinion. A lot of people don't share that opinion, but I always appreciated how City of Heroes let me run around and be completely indestructible against anything that wasn't like an archvillain if I wanted to. And even then, there were archvillains that couldn't hurt me, depending on my character. You know, my Spine's Dark Scrapper was a whirling vortex of death. It took a lot to kill that character. My Invuln tank, oh my god, the stuff you could tank with that and not get hurt. The real cost with inventions wasn't even money. I know some people like got crazy and they'd pay like 2 billion influence for something, but that was silly. But the time investment I always thought was the more significant aspect of the invention system. I cannot hit this thing. There we go. I used to spend hours figuring out the right build for a character. My Sonic Defender had like a bargain basement build, but I stacked up resistances because that's what Sonic does. And so she had max smashing, lethal, and electric resist, I think. Is a really great and tough combo. And then like 35% defense, and it was a super cheap build. There was nothing expensive in it. Everything cost like $1 million that got slotted in. It was all bargain basement, usually yellow junk. Granted, it's not really junk. I mean, Thunderstrikes were a good set. I think Red Fortune was slotted somewhere. Aegis? Was that what I used from the resists? It's probably Aegis for the AoE defense. That was probably the most expensive thing on the build, actually. Anyway, the whole build cost me like... it was either junk I had laying around, or it cost me like 20 million imp total. Like, it was cheap. And that was on live, you know? Like, that wasn't like I was screwing around on tests or something and I had infinite whatevers. That was on live virtue. I think I made that build before we even could share markets. Because wasn't that something that came a lot later? And, oh, and yeah, because Heroes and Villains had separate markets. That was crazy. That was before side switching was a thing. Oh man, I'm just nostalgia bombing this. Sorry for anybody who never played this game. This is what happens when you start talking game mechanics. Since we're talking about like games and mechanics and stuff, when is the next incarnation of your game coming out? It's been what, like a year? 11 months since I played it? The old one, I mean, the original. The prior release, like, when am I getting a new one to play? Stopped adding systems, polishing demo. Good! You need to get a release out the door, buddy. You should also get a website and host the game there. Have, you know, like the old builds and stuff available as downloads, that way people can track the progress or something. And really start putting yourself out there. I'm not really sure what fora are good for talking about like RPG Maker games, but there's got to be some out there. Is she done? 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. She's done. All right. So we'll play the sprite. We're almost done leveling. Our weapon's up. That is so cool. Still gotta do magic, but just getting the weapon grind done is awesome. Yeah, I figured you'd be more in tune with that and you'd already know where to go. But you should talk about it. I'm not sure about what aspects to talk about. If you got design documents or something, people like seeing that kind of stuff. That could be interesting. It could get you some interest. I know I gotta go and do some actual promo for myself. For this channel, for example. We've had great growth over the last couple of years. Level caps can increase, making boss and enemies difficult, but not hair pulling. Yeah. The combat balance was kind of interesting. But hey, I AFK grinded the game for 18 hours, so it's got that going for it. One thing about having played with the RPG Maker software is it sure doesn't seem very conducive to, how to put it, to do an actual testing. Like, I don't remember there being, like, a debug option type thing where you'd be like, alright, I want to be this level with these flags set, and put me at this tile. And then the game just puts you there with, you know, whatever party you select, like the characters and stuff. Like, there should be a tool like that, an actual debugging interface. That way you can set up the exact scenarios you want. Like, what is the minimum level I can fight this boss at and win? You know, stuff like that. So you can start experimenting with balance and just fight that one fight. Yeah, see it? You have to make your own. Okay, maybe the version I played with was really old, and I don't remember being able to do that. But that was one of the things I didn't like. Yeah, you know what? That was like 10 years ago or more. So, but for the kind of testing you need to do, that you want to do, that's what you have to do, man. It's even better if you can supply, like, your game. Probably 2K3, yeah. I mean, I did play around with RPG Maker, whatever's current, like, 2 years ago when I was investigating whether I wanted to work on a particularly... try turning a piece of fiction into a game, which I decided against. That was always a feature I found sorely lacking. What they should let you do is you should have like a debug client. You start the game up, and it lets you just edit yourself, whatever you need. Like, there's a button that lets you translate between map screens or something. And it's not a big deal. It's just whoop, and you're on the next one. But that's if I was the designer for the product, and I'm not. An interactive list of, like, what flags have been set. Stuff like that. That way you can just check it while you're live. Like, okay, I had the conversation with this guy. Let me check this quest off, so that I can then see if his dialogue changes to the appropriate thing, type stuff. Oh, you can? Well, that's fantastic. I'm glad you can. Because that's essential. Like, I do... Yeah, good. Good. I'm glad that that feature is present and sounds kind of robust. You know, I do... One of the many hats I wear at my day job is doing QA. So, when I start thinking of, like, how to do design stuff, I start thinking, how do I test it first? Dope. When I did fire up VX Ace, I didn't get that far. I just made some maps and started sketching out ideas, and then I just kind of abandoned that project. I didn't think it was going to be very good when I got done, because I didn't want to invest the time it would take to actually make it good. Hold on. I think we're done. 554-555-65. 554-555-65. 554-555-65. We're done. Boomerang will give the girl the whip.
There.
You know, Mode 7 was so beautiful at the time, but boy, it sure feels primitive now, don't it?
You asked for it.
Oh, I guess I'll save Shade for next time. It's getting kind of late. So let's just start leveling magic up.
Get him, Salamando. Get him, Salamando. Get him, Salamando.
Level caps I can set can be increased by certain story milestones. And killing secret bosses. Yeah, I vaguely remember killing a secret boss. Wow, those enemies don't take damage from that. That makes them kind of perfect then, doesn't it?
Get him, Salamando. Get ready. Get him, Salamando. Fireball. You asked for it. Get ready. Get him, Salamando.
There we go. Level 100 Adventures on par with Greek stories of Hercules. Oh yeah.
Get him, Salamando. Fireball.
I don't know what element the enemies in Shade's dungeon are weak to. If I did, I'd probably just prioritize that magic and skip the rest.
Get ready. You asked for it. Get him, Salamando.
You'd think we'd just blow a bomb bee up by hitting him with fire, but no.
Come, Salamando. Flame Saber. Come, Salamando.
Well, settle in, because we're going to be here for a little bit.
Come, Salamando. Flame Saber. Fire.
Her spells are so boring to level up.
Flame Saber. Come, Salamando.
Because the only time I use them in normal gameplay is during boss fights.
Come, Salamando! Flame Saber! Come, Salamando! Flame Saber! Fire! Flame Saber!
You want to talk about bad game design? You're looking at it.
Fire! Flame Saber! Fire! Flame Saber! Fire! Flame Saber! Fire! Flame Saber! Come, Salamando! Flame Saber!
Okay, now is that the limit here? Oh, she's already done with Salamanda, so I just wasted a bunch of magic. Okay. Alright, well, let's get to work on the next spell for you.
Wind!
Well, actually, you should cast Analyzer because it's
Thunder
cheaper.
Saber! Wind! Analyzer! Wind! Analyzer! Wind!
This hopefully won't take too long.
Analyzer! Wind! Analyzer! Wind! Analyzer! Wind! Analyzer! Wind! Analyzer! Wind! Analyzer! Wind! Analyzer!
Okay, so she's out. How do we do on progress? Almost done with Sylphid! Rock on! Maybe this won't take nearly as long as I was afraid it was going to. Level 8 spells, on the other hand. Just shoot me. With mana, so I can keep casting them. Hey, did you?
One night it...
I'd always wondered if Santa was real. But that's what caused this problem in the first place.
If children had faith, Santa wouldn't have been in such a bind.
When did you start to doubt he was real?
Don't laugh.
I won't.
When I was 8.
Aw, how sweet.
Don't pick on me. How old were you?
10?
Ha! Look who's talking.
Why quibble about age when you were both wrong anyway? Santa is real.
I guess you're right.
I hear Santa brings you everything you could ever want. I hope he brings me some food soon.
Santa's not a genie.
Plus, if Santa could give you anything, why would you choose food?
I guess it was never a question of whether Santa was real or not for our tiny companion.
What a childish thing to ask for.
Mind your own business.
Oh boy.
God. These cutscenes, man. Oh. Come on, let's go. I got some XP to grind. Yeah, it's safe. Been a while since I did an actual save. If you're the sprite, Santa's a genie. That's true. But the sprite kind of thinks everybody just should give her stuff, so. Rock on. Thanks for hanging out, Mr. Langham. I know she's saying blow them away, Sylphid, but it really sounds like blow them away, stupid. The grind is real. That kind of sucked for them. Chain casting. Look at these animations we're catching that bee in. Where are we at on her? Sylphid's almost done, then we gotta work on Gnome. Okay. Is that it? We're done? That was indeed it. Okay. Is that the cheapest spell? No, Defender's the cheapest spell. Let's use that then.
Defender.
It's head back towards the exit, because we don't need to fight.
Protect us, no? Defender!
Lock down much? Yeah. You can totally chain lock people with magic.
Protect us, no? Defender! Protect us, no?
But I'm just trying to grind out the magic levels real quick.
Protect us, no? Defender! Protect us, no? Defender! Protect us, no? Defender! Earth! Defender! Protect us, no? Defender! Earth!
Come on, let's go. You might as well just level it up for me, game, because I'm just going to sit here and spam this.
Defender! Earth! Defender! Protect us, no? Defender!
Hey, there we go. Let's see. Cure water. Ah, remedy's only one.
Remedy! Healing power of Undi!
Cool, she's going to be done with her magic really quick because of that.
Water! Remedy!
Pretty sure remedy doesn't require an actual ailment to cure. Yeah, it doesn't. Cool, 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 cool.
Healing power of Undi! Remedy!
I know this is absolutely thrilling to watch.
Healing power of
Why, thank you, Stay Healthy Bot.
Remedy! Water! Remedy!
Okay, we'll go pop in the inn, get another cutscene, we'll come out, we'll grind a little more. Yada, yada, yada. Come on, little break dancer, let's go.
Fireball! Exploder! Lava wave! Are you practicing Salamando's magic? Of course! Fire magic is particularly cool.
All the attacks are pretty destructive, I'll give you that.
The best magic comes with explosions. Kinda makes all my other attacks seem boring. Salamander's my favorite, no doubt.
Careful, if you play favorites, the other elementals might not like it.
I can't help it if the rest of them are boring.
What? How could you be so cruel?
No! You heard me?
No one wants a boss who doesn't respect them.
You should listen to the missus. She understands what we elementals are thinking.
See, better treat everyone fairly or you'll be stuck without allies.
No! Wait! I'm taking her back!
So you got a match scheduled for tomorrow. For Zelda, the randomizer. Alright, let's go spam some more magic. What are we working on for her? Undine? Or Fishing Gnome, then Undine. Okay. They PM'd you while you were away? Alright. Well, I'm expecting a victory this time, buddy. Wow! That's what I'm talking about.
Speed down. Speed down. Your turn, no? Speed down.
Oh, there we go. Done. Good spell. I'm pretty sure the writer that wrote those cutscenes has a genuine affection for the characters in the game. It's very endearing stuff. Dead. I mean, we're just gonna walk around and kill these things. Oh, come on. Nothing respawned. How close are we? Super duper close. Okay. Dead and dead. Great. And you just have to finish off Undine? Alright, that's not going to be any trouble at all.
Healing power of Undine. Remedy. Healing power of Undine. Pure water. Thanks.
It doesn't really matter what we do now. We've got enough H or MP that we can level up and it's not a problem.
Healing power of Undine. Remedy. Water. Remedy.
Alright. Done. Let's pop in, save, and we'll call it a night after the cutscene. At least I hope there's a cutscene. Hey, Orange Joker. You're tuning in just in time for the ending of this party.
One night is 150.
What's with those balloons?
The balloons?
Yeah, the ones that make your brain go all fuzzy.
I kinda like them.
It's sort of like stress relief. The balloons make you space out.
It's nice to take a break now and then.
Oh, really? I don't like them at all.
I don't think you need the balloon to space out.
Huh? What do you mean?
Sometimes you stop and stand there for no reason.
I'm just thinking of our next move, or looking at the map, or looking up monster weaknesses.
Sure you are. I think you just get distracted staring at Sis.
You do what?
I do not. Leave me alone. I'm not spacey or staring at anyone.
I think you teased him too much. You should apologize.
I'll do it in the morning.
Oh, those cutscenes. Glad you could catch some of it. Of course, you can always watch the VOD, or you can go watch it on YouTube, where it'll be up in like a week or so. It's good stuff. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. Alright, so to summarize where we are. Let's go stand outside where it's cool and we can be awesome looking. Alright. So, tonight, we maxed out all of our weapon levels on all 3 characters as far as we could. And we got their magic maxed out as far as we could. We did just a little bit of a plot. Oh, you can't see it here. We took the rat tail from the island to Kakara Desert, thus curing them of their woes. And I think one last thing I'm going to do before we go.
There.
I'm going to go to Gold City. I can't remember if they have better gear than what I'm using right now. So we're going to go check. So Gold City is this way. Store. You're the hotel. Maybe they don't have a store here. That wouldn't surprise me any. Oh wait, here we go. Or is this just the blacksmith where the dwarf is? Yeah, he just took over the shop, okay. Coffee house.
Welcome.
I guess maybe there's not actually an item shop in this town. I honestly don't remember. Oh, here we go, here we go.
Welcome. What'll it...
I think I bought an item I didn't
Come
need,
again.
but that's fine. Let's do some equipment swapping, and then we will go save. Well, I guess I don't really need to save, but we will go get ready to stuff and things, you know? Quack. Interesting. Oh, I did that thing again. Alright, let's sell the useless stuff back. We're going to keep one Ivy bracelet, though.
What'll it be?
This Ivy bracelet will let me cure poison for free. At least assuming it works like the Super Nintendo version. Alright.
Anything else? Come again.
That'll do it. I should just come over here to buy stuff anyway. But, oh well. Learn and live and learn, something like that. Now let's call Flammy.
There.
And, I think we'll leave here. Leave off right here. You all have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow, tweet, Facebook, all that good stuff. What is this? You got a skyscraper? Turns out it's a lighthouse. I'll see you next time. Till then, bye-bye.